Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. Videos today from Dating Right. Woman reveals at 36 the sisterhood lied to her. Sorry, girl. Please extra them below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time.
36. I am single. I am not even dating. I
She has amazing skin, by the way. Their skin is fucking glowing.
don't have any children. I have 2 cats. My life is totally different than my mom's when she was my age. My mom has 5 daughters, all over 30. And my sisters are beautiful, but they're all single and don't have any children.
In this video, we're going to be reacting
No
to
kids?
this lady's video. I can't pronounce her name. I don't want to butcher it, but she talked about the fact that the sisterhood is all fun, but don't forget to nurture your love life, single, dating, and relationships. Let's get right into it.
So I recently celebrated my birthday and I turned 36. Now I know a lot of people have a hard time, especially women, admitting their age. But I've never had that problem because I always say, if you don't get older, that means that you're dead. So let's be grateful that we turned older.
Agreed.
But with getting older, I am thinking about my future a lot more. And I am slightly worried because I am living a completely different life than I thought I would when I was younger.
Yeah, but you chose this life. Remember, most women chose this life.
I thought that I would be married in my mid-20s, that I would have a caring husband, that we would have a couple of children, and we'd live happily ever after. But that's not my current reality. I am 36. I am single. I am not even dating. I don't have any children. I have 2 cats.
It
And
starts with 2.
that is something that in my culture is not very common, but it is my current reality. And I do wonder what my future will look like. Like, I am going to my 40s. Okay, in 4 years, but still.
I mean, it takes time to build connections with a partner. So yeah, by the time you fully connect, get married, and maybe trying to have kids, you probably will be in your 40s.
I have friends who are single and don't have any children. I have some friends that have children, but not a partner.
Single mothers.
And I have a few friends that have children and a partner.
Nuclear house.
I don't want to be in an elderly home with my girlfriends having fun. That's not how I imagine my future to look like.
Why don't you want that? Because all these other girls seem to think that it's gonna be the bee's knees when all of them are old, going to the club together because they got no man and no kids in their lives.
When I am old. Now, a lot of girls might disagree and say that that is the life that they want, having fun with their girlfriends, but I don't believe that that is true.
Neither do we.
I believe that a lot of people would want to have a loving, caring, healthy relationship.
Basics.
To grow old by yourself, I don't think that is something that anyone wants.
Not really, no.
I definitely don't want it. But that means that I have to change my life because I never imagined that I would be in this current phase of my life that I am in right now. I am so focused on my career and business and growing.
I mean, it looks like she does well for herself. I mean, there's a nice house, a nice background there. This is pretty expensive perfume I'm seeing here. So
and evolving, but does it mean that much if I'm doing it by myself?
That's right, ma'am. Success without someone to share it with can end up being meaningless to a lot of people. Not that money doesn't matter in this world, but companionship is what everyone truly wants deep down in their DNA. It is always so interesting how much enlightenment women get when the
they hit the
wall
wall.
is approaching. And I think she's actually already done hit the wall, actually. And that's probably the way she has went wrong. Since she was probably a teenager or in her 20s, she was focused on building her career, getting all her life goals in order, I guess. And she put relationships and love and marriage on the back burner versus looking for love while she had her youth to find it.
I find myself asking those type of questions a lot more lately. Even though I am alone, I am not lonely, but I do envision my future to be different.
Why make a video
But
if you're
some
not
things
lonely?
are out of my control. For example, a partner. I would love to be married in the future, but that's out of my control.
No, it's somewhat in your control. Women have much more control over this than men do, in my opinion, unless you're a man of means. Most average women do have control of, they can get married if they want to.
No, ma'am, that's not out of your control. Ma'am, what you can control is that long requirement list that you have in your head of some perfect guy. You may just have to remove some of those things off your list and just date an average guy.
Is outside. I am going to work. I am going to the gym. And I believe that whenever you go outside of your house, there's a chance of you meeting someone.
Of
Whether you go
course.
to the grocery store, whether you go to the gas station, whether you go shopping, to the supermarket, those are moments that you can meet someone. Now, I've been going to the same spots for the longest, and I have never met anyone. So maybe I should change my environment.
Maybe.
I don't know why I've never done it. Maybe because it's just familiar and
No, because you're so used to being passive. Women don't know how to be active when it comes to finding a mate. All they know how to do is just try to look pretty, go to where men are, and hopefully men approach them. That's how much game they got. It's called no game.
hope and think that maybe I will run into someone, but it hasn't happened yet. And I have been single for quite some time. So that is something that I truly have to reconsider.
See, her active finding a mate is just going to the usual bars and places that she normally goes to and just hoping someone shows up.
If I want a different outcome, then I have to do different things.
Yep.
It's like Einstein said, you can't do the same things and expect a different outcome. So I have to take responsibility when it comes to that in my life and make sure that I do things differently. If you desire.
Oh. We had to put TomTom down. We put him down a couple days ago. House is a little bit sad. So yeah, just wanted you guys know.
A different outcome. Now, I know for a fact that I don't want to be in an elderly house with my girlfriends. So I am going to work my ass off to change my environment, even if it's just going to a different gym location.
See, it's not even, I'm going to start approaching men. I'm going to put some effort into finding men or whatever. No, I'm just going to go to the gym.
I got a membership which allows me to go to different locations, yet I always go to the same 2 locations. I'm not sure if I want to meet someone at the gym or not. But it's a start. Or
It's just
maybe even
sad.
completely changing my gym membership.
It's just sad that literally they don't know anything else other than I just have to show up to a spot, and that's all I know how to do is show up to a spot and look pretty. I don't even know how to talk to men. I don't even know how to approach men. I don't know how to do any of this shit, nor do I care, is that even in my mind right now. I'm so into me and what I want. I just want to go to places and then just expect to get what I want.
But we have to take responsibility for our own lives and the things that we do
Of course.
and the results that we are getting. And if we are not satisfied with those results, then we have to change those. My life is totally different than my mom's when she was my age. My mom has 5 daughters, all over 30. And my sisters are beautiful, but they're all single and don't have any children.
What? She has 4 sisters. They're all over 30 and they're all single with no kids. I think this may just be a generational curse over her entire family.
Yeah.
And that's just a bad joke. And I'm kidding when I say that, but wow, I wonder what her sisters look like. All of them single?
And I have a lot
I
of
mean, if all of them look similar to her, yeah, they're pretty damn good looking, but they must be miserable people.
friends who also don't have children. I truly think that when we get older, we will see a lot of women who are single and don't have children.
We know.
And that kind of worries me because I don't want to be a part of that group.
It's a good.
At least for the fact that
At least
I
she's smart enough to notice.
hope and wish that I will meet my significant other and have a long-lasting, healthy, compatible relationship. I'm undecided about children. That's a whole different topic. I made a video about it. But when it comes to the life that I'm living right now, compared to what I want and what I thought it would be, completely different.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So I am going to take my time to reevaluate some things.
Okay. Deep dive here. In high school, I might have gotten like good grades, perfect attendance and everything, but I always thought I was inadequate. I never imagined myself to be anything because I was so into my own mind and just into my own abilities that my reading skills, which was literally the worst, I had AP classes in everything from history, science, math, other than English. I could not for the life of me get the skill down. I could not read well. I could not write well. My comprehension of reading was shitty. My comprehension of sentence structures was shitty. And I felt like a piece of shit. I felt so subpar compared to the peers around me. And even when my counselor and teachers told me, they saw something that I never did. They were always, you're going to be a somebody. I see it in you, and I always thought they were lying. This is how I've always felt personally. So I'm sharing a little deep side here. Yeah, I've always felt that everybody around me always lied to me that, oh, I'm going to be somebody. I'm going to do something. I'm going to do great. I'm going to go to college and do these things. And I was so fearful of college. When I got into college, it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. English stuff that I could not handle so well. Everything else was fine. Science, math, and everything. I excelled, but I could not get the English portion. And we live in America. English is the main language here. I can't even speak properly, write properly, or read properly. How can I excel in a country that uses these things? Again, my own little thought process when I was a young kid. And then as I got older, so I stumbled through life. I could not complete college. I didn't complete college because there were some issues with the family. I had to go back to the gas station and help out the family and deal with some things. And I've always felt like a loser Throughout most of my life, I felt like a loser. But I've always tried. Even though I felt like a loser, I always wanted to be a winner. So I strived to be a winner. But I knew my own abilities and I knew my own shortcomings. So I tried my best to go into things that would eliminate the shortcomings or the things that I really excel at. Yeah, because I felt I was inadequate. Only thing I could offer was a work ethic. I had a very strong work ethic. I might not be the smartest. I may not be the brightest. I may not be like the strongest or tallest, but I will outwork anybody. You tell me what to do, or I know what to do, I will outwork anybody. And that was my strength. It was work, that work ethic. So I jumped into YouTube and just put my work ethic to work.
And change some things. Because that's what it's all about. Once you acknowledge something, you have two choices. Either you change it, or you stay in the same spot and you accept the way that your life is going. Now, for me personally, I have decided that I don't want what my future could look like. So I better change it. And have faith in that if I do my part, then God will do the rest.
No, don't start blaming this on God. So her plan to turn her situation around is just to go out and be out more on the scene, run into suitable men. But I hope she do know that when she do go out to these places, she need to be sending choosing signals out to men, because she looks like the type that's going to come home and complain about the fact that, oh, why guys always just stare at me in bars and restaurants or the grocery store versus approaching me. If she don't want to approach the men that she's interested in, she at least need to give them choosing signals to at least entice them to come over and open a conversation with her. So I hope that she's aware that men are not approaching like that anymore.
Hell no.
She's gonna have to probably do some approaching or put herself next to the guy that she's interested in to open a conversation with him. Going out being seen is not enough anymore for women. I would really love to hear this woman do a conversation about what do she think about feminism, because that would let us really get a true scope of how she really feel and why she's in this situation. So I really wish she would have opened up more about what do she think got her into this predicament. And let's keep it real, a woman that looks like this, she also has that magic list of requirements that men must have, like he must be 6 feet, 6 figures, 6-pack, 6 whatever, so once again, I wish she would have gave more information about what it is she was looking for, and we really would have been able to find out why she's in this situation single like she is.
It's just sad that women don't realize it till it's too late, 36, and they're still not willing to change. The change is so she goes out to other places and new places more. No, she is not willing to put any type of work to acquire a man like women used to do back in the day. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Catch you guys next time.